What's up, everyone? I am Tim Oates on bass, and the Offspring just released a new album, so let the bad times roll. So I was super excited to see the Offspring were putting out a new album. I'll be honest, I haven't really paid much attention to them in a number of years. About 20. This is a long-awaited album from fans, or at least, real fans that have been keeping up with them. And apparently it's been like 9 years since they released an album. It's been getting good reviews from those that have gotten previews. I, unfortunately, am not cool enough to get previews. I have to wait for the music to be released, so that's fine. We'll go through this together. If you've never seen an album review from me before, this is how it works. I'll throw up a title card with the track that's going to be playing. That's your chance to pause, listen to the song with me. Then when you're done to that one song, you unpause. I'll talk about my feelings. You can think about your feelings. It's like we're reviewing it together. Sound good? Sound good. All right, let's get into it. This first one is This Is Not Utopia. You know what? That was a really, really cool song to open up with, because that could have been on Smash. Out of the gate, I was like, oh, this sound, this feel, I know this. This is when I was actually a big Offspring fan, back in like middle school, early high school. The outro, I kind of dug. It was cool. It sounded like it was a bridge, because it's kind of a short song. It was only 2.5 minutes. So like, where the outro was is about where a bridge would go in kind of like a normal song, right? Like a song that was like 3.5, 4 minutes long. It would be right about at that point. So it sounded like it was going into a bridge, and then it just stopped. That was the outro. And so it was kind of a cool way to end the song. Just a little different than what you would see. So, all right, so far so good. I dug that. Let's get to the next one. This is the title track, Let the Bad Times Roll. And this is an official music video. So this was actually been out there for a little bit. I'm pretty sure I've done a good job of not hearing this song. I'll let you know though, of course, if I do. So let's get into it. Okay, I definitely heard that song before. I will say that when it came on, I think knowing that I was going to review this album, I tried to kind of tune it out. So I was able to give it kind of a first listen review, but as soon as it played, I was like, oh yeah, I've heard this. It's been on rotation. So it's a really interesting arrangement. The chorus is catchy, but it's such a departure from like the rest of the song. It's clean sounding. It's got this upbeat feel. It just kind of threw me off a little bit, just especially compared to kind of the rest of the song. But I will say that by the end of the song, at the end of the 3 minutes and 20 seconds, I found myself going, all right, I can dig this chorus. I definitely enjoyed This Is Not Utopia more than this one, but it doesn't mean this is a bad song. It's definitely a good song. It's a little different with the arrangement. I think it takes a little bit to get into the chorus if you're expecting kind of more of like that punk feel and like the straight rocking vibe, stuff like that. But like I said, it's still good. It had those fun elements that always enjoyed in Offspring songs. So let's get to the next one, which is Behind Your Walls. What a cool song. Really cool intro, kind of layered in the instruments as they came in. Just a great straightforward rock song. There's some cool kind of subtle bass work in here, which is great. Apparently it's actually Dexter playing the bass. At least that's what my local Wikipedia page says. So, that's pretty cool. And then probably my favorite part of the song is I don't know how they're labeling these parts, but it's like a post-chorus. Really cool, kind of changes the feel up, but still like fits in the vibe of the song. Let's get right to the next one, which is Army of One. Another good one. That one had a really cool like driving intro, bass forward, then some really cool like riff heavy guitar work. And then the other thing, and this has been through the whole album, I just don't think I've mentioned it yet, the harmonies Dexter's doing with Noodles are just really good. One of the things that I appreciate about this album that is not quite like what you would get on Smash, because Smash is just a fantastic album, but you can tell like these are more mature musicians, right? Like it still has this really cool punk energy and this vibe, but like everything's just a little bit cleaner. You can tell like they've been doing this now for 30 plus years. Let's keep rolling. I am digging this album so far. What's next? Breaking These Bones. And another good one. There was some interesting stuff in here. Kind of this really cool drum intro, really cool bass work again throughout the whole song. But I want to focus on the guitars on this one. I would definitely say if you haven't listened to Under Cans, you want to do that because there's actually a lot of really interesting layering, like a lot of guitar layers in this song, and they're all really subtle. They're kind of low in the mix. They're kind of tucked, like the way I describe it is like behind the ear. So like when engineers are mixing music, like they can kind of choose where it kind of sits, where it kind of feels like it's in the room. And this is the sort of thing that you might hear like if someone's doing like a drum fill and you can kind of hear like the toms going around. You can hear the drums going around your head. So when I say that some of the layers are real subtle and like behind the ear, it's like tucked off to the side, low in the mix. So it kind of feels like it's almost like behind you. Really cool effect. But again, definitely like if you haven't, check this song out, Under the Cans, if you want to kind of hear some of those layers. Another good one. All right, next up is Coming For You. That was Coming For You. Not gonna lie, at first I thought it was Muse. It kind of had this like this feel in the intro, almost like the intro of like Uprising. It was like this like drum beat that I don't know. It reminded me kind of that feeling. It changed pretty quickly, so I obviously didn't think it was Muse the whole time. That song was more anthem-like, I felt. Not my favorite necessarily. Like it wasn't a bad song, but just like I will say it had some parts that I could see really playing well live. Again, it's kind of more of that anthem feel. So I could see this being, once touring is a thing again, one of those parts that really like gets people hyped up in a show. All right, let's check out the next one. This is hands down the winner of the most interesting song title on the album. Let's listen to We Never Have Sex Anymore. Oh man, there's so much to unpack here. I'm not going to be able to get to everything. That was a really, really good song. Really fun, different. Some people are not going to like it. There's going to be a group of people that just do not like that song. That's okay. It's like this jazzy feel, like a lounge singer vibe, but like if a punk band was doing it. I mean, because that's literally what it is, but like it's got a very different vibe. There's horns, them horns make this song. There's a lot of really cool layering. I know it's got kind of an amusing title, We Never Have Sex Anymore. The lyrics, honestly, also kind of amusing. But I will say, like, I think that this comes from a place of honesty. I think there's actually a lot of emotion in the songwriting process here and the way that it's sung. Like, I think this is some real stuff here. I did not take away from the song that this is a goofy song. I took away from the song this is a serious song done in a little bit of a fun manner to make a serious subject a little bit more digestible. Next song is In the Hall of the Mountain King. This is an instrumental. It's only a minute and a second. And I'm pretty sure I know what this song is. I feel like I've heard this name before. I think it's like like a classical song or something, but find out. I'll let you know. Okay, yeah, I've heard this song. You've heard this song. Just go listen to it. It's fun. They do it a little bit different. It made me smile. Go listen to it. It's a minute. It's worth it. Next song is the Opioid Diaries. So that is a kind of a straightforward rocker. At least I thought. I mean, it is. But when that bridge hit, oh, that was trippy. They kind of used like this concept of a lot of space to create anticipation, kind of felt like a haunting, really, really cool, like definitely a departure from the song, and then it pulls it back in. But yeah, I thought that was dope. So see what I did there? Dope. Opioid, yeah, drugs, yeah. Dad joke. Next up is Hassan Chop. That was just kind of a fun, kind of goofy, fast-paced punk song, right? Like, I honestly don't have too much to say about it. It's, it fits with the album, especially if it fits in an Offspring album like this. I'm very excited about this next track. It's a piano version of Gone Away. I've heard it referred to as Gone Away Requiem. On this, it looks like it's just listed as Gone Away. I kind of like the idea of Gone Away Requiem, so that's what the title card is going to say. And you're going to see that right now because I'm going to listen to it right now. Holy shit. That was good. That was a complete re-recording. Dexter sings a little different, still has just a ton of emotion, but like you can feel the pain differently. The strings that accompany the piano are just fire. They're so classy. They're so selective where they shine. Yeah, you absolutely have to check this one out. It's beautifully done. Beautifully done. Whew. Trying to keep this shit together. I got this. Last song on the album. It's a minute 13. It's called Lullaby. Yeah, that was a outro track. It was cool. It had some arpeggiated guitar, like had this like weird vocal effect. They were pulling in lyrics from the title track, Let the Bad Times Roll. Yeah, I mean, it's an outro track. I think it's no surprise that I'm saying this album is fantastic. It's just a really good album. There was no song on here I hated. I think there was maybe two that I was like, meh on. But like all in all, this reminded me of growing up, those middle school days. I can remember listening to Smash at my friend Bo's house. What's up, Bo? Just enjoying the hell out of some Offspring and really just loving that vibe. And this reminds me of that time frame. Definitely check this album out if you are an Offspring fan. If you are an older Offspring fan like myself that remembers the original couple of albums, you absolutely want to check this one out. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think of the album, what you think of my thoughts on the album. Like the video, dislike the video if you must. Show me some love somehow. Show me that you care, because I care about you. You keep making beautiful music, and I will see you in the next one.